Take 3, shot 17.
Action.
What's this? Starting your own seance?
No, well, I thought, if you can bring me back from the dead, I can bring me back from the dead too.
It was filmed over the course of 2 days and cost £2,400. The idea originally came whilst I was filming Until Death Do Us Part, my first short film, and it originally consisted of a man being hit by lightning and turning into a woman. But I felt when I was writing it that this by itself didn't have enough to hold someone's interest as a short film. So later on I added elements such as supernatural, and this was through the character of Mr. G, who was a supernatural being in charge of the afterlife. And when the man wouldn't be hit by lightning this time, but he would actually get run over, he would meet Mr. G and ask for a second chance, and he would be reincarnated into his girlfriend. The script itself was mainly 75% complete when the actors came in. That doesn't mean, obviously, there was only 75% of a script, but I felt it was only 75% of what it needed to be. So whilst we were doing the rehearsals, we're basically writing elements of the story whilst rehearsing with the actors. Now, as far as when we were filming, we actually ended up doing using the first ever time with multiple cameras. And this was actually the idea of director of photography, Robert Salzabo, who'd been on several shoots beforehand. And we felt after the first short film, Until Death Do Us Part, that we hadn't quite achieved visually what we could have achieved as far as the story and the technical elements. And although we're filming in 2 days, and people might say, well, you need 3 or 4 days to film something. So instead of just having spent time shot by shot, you could simultaneously have 2 different angles, or even an alternative to that for the scene. I was very impressed with the end product as far as the technical aspects of the film goes, especially for what we spent on it. I like the effects that Robert did near the end of the film where Mr. G and Michael finally go into the afterlife. It was also the first time we used a green screen. This was mainly for when George was run over. That actually took us 3 hours to film, even though it's only a 2-second scene. And as far as the music goes, the original concept was actually done by Billy Pleasant, and he came up with the idea to make it more of a sort of blues and rock and roll style of music. And this was mainly based on the idea that the film wouldn't be too serious, and it would be something that people could enjoy in the 10 or so minutes that they would be watching it.